Hello. So you guys have been requesting Trials Evolution videos, and so I went to get my camera and tripod to set it up, and as soon as I turned it on, it started clicking like a time bomb. So also like a time bomb, I got the fuck out of there. So right now I have my laptop on my lap, flipped open with a webcam pointing towards my TV. So hopefully this is good enough quality. If not, I will either not post this video or apologize heavily. Okay. So let's see. First off, to prove that I'm somewhat legitimate to my claims, I go to my stats here. So I have 421 medals. I have every single track in the game and skill game and tournament to gold, and then I have 81 of them out of a possible, I want to say 105 to platinum. As you can see up on the top left there, I have beginning, easy, medium, hard to the platinum on every single track. I think that's only the main game though, because I don't have all the new ones platinum. And then also on the original game, which I can go show you real quick, is on the, let's see, extreme tracks. There it is. I have all of them the platinum except for Way the Ninja and Inferno. I have like 5 faults or something. Okay. For those of you who are getting annoyed by my voice, I'm sure I'll put a notification at the beginning of the video that'll skip to the actual advertised video, which is my replay of these extreme tracks. So I already did a walkthrough with Back to the Attic. So this video will be the Straightjacket. And by the way, for the leaderboards, you have to be in the top 10,000 with a gold or platinum medal for your leaderboard to save. And considering not many people have this DLC, and even less have gold or higher, I mean, I played for my girlfriend right there who's at 10 faults, but also have me at 5 faults. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do view replay. I'm going to run through it once at normal speed, and then I will try to run through it and pause in slow motion and go through and explain it. Also, there will be notifications throughout the video saying jump to here in case you want to skip the regular one. So here we go. Turn my TV up so you guys can hear. And music off. Good idea. Obviously, this isn't my favorite obstacle. There we go. I get most of my faults right out here. And then I have a faultless run, which is only the last about 2 up in here, and I got over there. Okay, so that's 5 faults. I spent a lot of time on a couple obstacles. Okay, so this one will be slow-mo. I'll try to pause. So what you're going to see me do, oops, that's the wrong button. Okay, so what you're going to see me do here is I'm going to kind of do a really quick bunny hop to get up onto the little platform there. And then once both my tires land on there, I'm going to gas it. My dogs. I'm going to gas it, lean back and perform another bunny hop. I'm going to want to land back tire first. Like, that's one of the basic things you learn when you're getting good at this game is you want to, on any incline, you're going to want to land on your back wheel, and then as soon as you land, lean into it and feather the gas, because if you just floor it, you're going to flip over backwards. No gas at all, your tire's just going to sit there, you're going to fall down, and if you lean forward without gassing, your back tire's most likely going to lift up, and you're just going to fly down the hill, which pisses everyone off. So, anyways. So I'll lean forward a little bit, that way, if you lean forward, before you go anywhere, that means once you lean back, you'll be moving your rider more, which gives you a little bit more of a lift up with your front wheel. So I land there, and then most people will get stuck. Basically, the idea is you want to get your front wheel over the top, and then lean forward like that. And then a lot of people get stuck like this. What you want to do is you want to let your tire move back a little bit, but feather enough. That way, once you get stabilized, which, like, see, I'll move back. That way, you can grip and come back up and over it. And then, a lot of people, or not a lot of people, I should say, me, I had a lot of problems when I was first doing this track, is you'll bunny hop onto that little peppermint candy bullshit thing, and you'll fly right over it, because for some reason it's slippery or bounce or something, but you'll just launch right in that pool, so you kind of want to take this slow, and you'll see me kind of go over it a little bit. That's why I brake and panic. And you don't need to lean back for this one, just lean forward in the jump, and then you should be able to just hop up there. And this is what I was talking about in the first video. If you can see, I don't know if you can see the little left trigger, right trigger stick in the bottom right corner, but if you just start mashing the left trigger, it'll just kind of move your bike a little bit forward. So yeah, stop hitting the gas, start mashing, and you'll just lean enough forward, and then lean back to balance. Obviously, that trick comes in handy all the time. I think I use it later in this track as well. Anyways. For this part, you'll see me back up a little bit. I don't lean back, so I kind of hold back. I do a pop. I get a little lucky with the fact that my back tire grips. You're going to want to try and bunny hop and clear that. Don't try to, I mean, if you're good enough, you can land like where I am right now and then just gun it over and keep your momentum. And that's a lot of debate is if you're kind of a novice or you just want to take it slow and steady, you obviously want to stabilize at each possible point. But for more professionals, or better players who want to go for time, the goal is to keep your momentum as fast as possible. Obviously, that's not the case right now. So kind of lean back, hop up, and this is the thing where you want to lean your front tire over it again. I barely make it. Just give it enough gas to land here. Just brake enough to stabilize. I leaned forward a little bit early, but I got lucky because my back tire barely made it. For stuff like this, especially with the skill game, for the uphill challenge or whatever it's called, uphill struggle, you're going to want to land and kind of feather your gas, be leaning forward the entire time, and then once you're near the bottom, like, so yeah, I'll go to the bottom, and then you want to gas forward, and that'll be enough to clear. You see I lean back during the jump, lean forward as I'm landing, counteracted, and just get my tire over here. Okay, this one's not too hard really. It's similar but not as difficult to the wreck on the original game. where there's that barrel up on the top of just my laptop. So you're gonna want to lean back and then come up here. Similar to the wreck, you're gonna kind of want to have your tire lift up. Once your tire kind of makes the line from the like imagine there's like imagine invisible triangle. You want your front tire to be able to arc over that barrel. Lean forward as your back tire hits. That way you curve around it. You're gonna want to lean back again. That way your back tire can grip and give you enough to bunny hop. Once it grips, you just bunny hop. You normally want to try to get your front tire over this barrel. That way you can not get bounced off. I was lucky and made it. Now, I'm pretty familiar with this part, so I just go for speed. But I do gun it a little bit too quickly. So I try to slow down a little bit, but I'll make it. I probably could have made it if I tried hard enough. So this time you see me go about 80% speed from the stop, so it gives me a little less forward head time. You just want to grip leaning backward with your back tire. As you come off it, jump. It's just a basic bunny hop. And this, don't use too much brake or gas over here, because it'll flip you over or keep you on the same side. That's not good. From here, I do believe I use momentum and just keep going into it. It's another thing with the lean. There's a little barrel down here, so if you do start sliding down, like I do, you just barely tap the gas. It should lean you forward, and then just push yourself over. And just a basic bunny hop to get over here. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this is where I mess up a lot, so I believe I get to... I'll just fast forward through my mess up. So as you're noticing, as I start going down, you're going to want to lean all the way forward and not hit gas or brake, and you should land right below there. Let's see if I make it this time. I think I make it this time. So yeah, on this one, you basically just want to bunny hop up to that little ramp, and then lean partially neutral, but to the forward area, so you have enough to get up the ramp, but not enough, and then there you go. And then you lean up, and you just want to have your tire brake the plane go up as you're going up, lean forward, so your bike can hit a pivot point, or the front tire will grip a little bit, and then as your back tire is going to hit, you want to lean back, which will in turn lift your bike back and grip on that panel there. And then normally, what I would have done is bunny hop over to this and try to keep my momentum, but I decided to keep it easy. Let's do that. Then for this, you're just going to want to do lean, start leaning back, and then just kind of hop up to that second platform. You don't want to go too fast, because you'll do that, basically, and then I try to overcorrect myself when I screwed up. And then, yeah, so you can see my back tire kind of hit this, which is kind of good because it'll slow me down. But if you don't start gunning it soon enough, you're just going to slide right off the back. So, then here I try to make it, I get wheel over back because I panicked and throttled the gas. It's not going to work out. That, and then now I didn't lift my front tire up far enough, so it's going to hit that. So you want to make sure to lean back far enough to where your front tires will be cleared, otherwise you're not going to make it. Here we go, and then I make it, I keep leaning, and then I lean forward, and then here, I believe you can see me start mashing the left trigger again, just to lean myself over, lean back as you're going through the jump, that way you can just land flat. This is where I get my last fault. Yeah, so I bumped too much. So you always see me leaning back, lean up the front tire, hop forward to get my back tire up there, lean back as I'm going up this, get grip, and also so I can bunny hop. You see my back tire hit, it kind of whips me over the corner there. I'm continuing to lean back. I have my throttle gunning, that way once it grips it'll launch me. Let's do a basic bunny hop. Continue to lean back, although a little bit too much. If you're good enough, you can keep your front tire off the ground, which will give you maximum acceleration because of the spring physics in this game, or suspension physics. And I kind of do that, but I leap forward a little bit too early. Normally you want to try to clear it like this, except for the other way, so instead of me leaning this way, it's this way. That way your bike can clear it over. I get lucky and just front flip into the finish line. Okay, I'm going to work on recording Uphill Struggle, because I've gotten 2 or 3 requests for that, and then the Magic Marketer track, which is my personal favorite bitch that just totally ruins